Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching. Glad to meet you with another video on the Gerbera series. So this is the next part. This is about the common problems, diseases, issues that we have on Gerbera plants. Another short video. So I'll be talking about mealy bug problems, white flies, powdery mildew, leaf spot, which is a brown leaf spot, issues, root rot, and iron deficiency. These are things that we'll be talking about. So simple tips how to take care of that, take care of the plant, and how to prevent from diseases. Okay, so to start with, the very common problem that we have on all flowering plants is the mealy bug issues. So mealy bug is a tiny white insect. So I've posted, there's a picture at the end of the video about mealy bug. So that is usually you'll find it across the main stem or behind the leaves. So you might want to inspect your plant frequently and spray. When spraying, it need to be done all over. Okay, so now this plant do not have any mealy bug because I sprayed last week. So it's that white tiny thing. Sometimes you might find one or two. Sometimes it's all crowded. Okay, so that is one. The solution for many of these problems are same. So that is mealy bug. White flies, very tiny. I'm just giving an example of even smaller than this, very tiny, usually found at the back of the leaves, not just on Gerbera but other plants also. And the moment you water, usually basically when we water, right, so they'll fly away. So that way, that's one quick indicator that we know, oh okay, so we have white flies on some of the plants, instead of going and inspecting. And even when you're around the plants and rustle the leaves around, so they'll fly away. So, and powdery mildew, it kind of it's not very evident or like mealy bug, but the leaves would, instead of green, it will be all kind of covered in white powder stuff. So you will have an image at the end of the video. So the powdery mildew, I've never personally experienced powdery mildew on my Gerberas, but that could depend. I think it's based on the climatic condition and the way that we water and all that. So for these, how do we eradicate, how do we prevent? The same neem oil solution, neem oil spray, right? 5 ml of neem oil mixed with 1 liter of water. So that is a basic proportion. But if your plant's leaf burns or leaf turns yellow after spraying, so you could increase the water. So for 5 ml neem oil, mix 2 liter of water instead of 1 liter. So that way, it is more diluted, and it should not impact the plant very much. And while spraying, do it thoroughly all over the plant, not just upper se, from top. Just do on top, the back of the leaves, all around the plant completely. So that way, even if there is any tiny insects that is not visible to your eyes, that will get killed. Okay, so that is the quickest organic way of dealing with mealy bugs, powdery mildew problems, and this white flies, and do it on a weekly basis. And when do you spray? That is also very important. So it's always advised, wherever you go, people always say spray it in the evening time or in the early morning, to prevent the shock on the plants and to prevent the leaf burns also. So especially on the summer months, if the weather is very hot, obviously it will take a long time for the heat to die down, maybe after 6 o'clock or 6:30 in the evening, and also depends on which place you are in. So tropical places in most of the southern part of India, so you can spray after 6:30 in the evening during the peak summer months. And if you're doing it in the morning, do it before by 6 o'clock, between 6 to 6:30. So by 7:30 to 8, the sun will come over, so the plants will have some time to absorb what we sprayed on them. So that is very important. And winter months it's okay. Then the leaf spot, the brown spot on leaves, I don't have a perfect example, but let me show you one plant whose leaves are kind of brown. So this one right here, this is not the good best example, okay, something of this sort. So this is mainly caused because of watering. So there is a way of watering, so you have to water at the base of the plant and not from the top. We always tend to water using a hose, you know, from top, so it's always advised to do it at the base. So Gerbera is fuzzy about watering, so you have to water at the base of a plant. I think I've mentioned this on another video also, because the crown of the plant should be visible, it should not be hidden. So that need to have sunlight, get sunlight, so and try don't watering directly there on top. Water at the base of the plant to prevent that leaf spot problem. Sorry, that's my dog. I think she saw a cat. Sorry about that. She doesn't like cats or kittens. So there's one outside our gate, and it's enjoying the sun, so she's kind of growling by looking at him. So sorry. And very important, keep your pots tidy. Weed all your, you know, de-weed, remove all the weeds from the plant pot. So because otherwise these will end up eating all the fertilizers and manure that is there in the pot, which is required for the plant. So quickly on the iron deficiency, okay, so let me get to that plant. So this is another common problem you might face on Gerbera, iron deficiency, chlorosis. I've put a separate video especially on you know, how to treat iron deficient plants, how to control it, how to overcome it. So that should do it. Next is on the root rot. So I don't have much, so this is one example which I have right now. If you see, the leaves are kind of dying, and the roots around the plant, you can see it's all getting brown. Although there is new growth, but it's not very healthy at all. Okay, so the main reason is soil. So if you see this plant, I had planted it using the red soil that was there in the nursery bag. I didn't remove it, I planted as it was because I didn't have enough time, which is a big mistake. Now I have to remove all this from top, scrape a lot of soil out and add a little bit of sand and compost late. And spray some fungicide, which is SAF, which should eradicate this problem after cleaning this plant. So don't ever plant Gerbera in clumsy clay red soil. Okay, so just follow my video, the tips on the first video, which is about the soil mixture and how to plant them. So that should be helpful. So, and do not overwater. So if the soil is good, and if we water on a daily basis, obviously we'll water on a daily basis once every day, so the water will drain off completely, right? So we don't or we won't have problems like this. So the normal neem oil spray should do, and if at all, if it is worse, you have to take it off completely, clean it up, you know, and then repot in a good soil. But I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'll probably, like I said, I'll remove the soil and add some good sand and compost, and use some fungicide, which is the quickest and easiest option. So I'll do that. So I hope this video was helpful. Follow up on the next one for more details, the next part of the series. Thank you for watching, and happy gardening. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.